Hello, everyone. Welcome to the SUNY CCC Esports Twitch stream. This is quarterfinals of our Rainbow Six Siege playoffs. I am Kenji, and I am joined with Halo, she, her pronouns for both of us, please. And we're going to get into these bands.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Hell yeah. I'm excited.
I am too.
Now, if you watched us for last season, we did make playoffs last season as well. We made it to quarterfinals, and then we lost in semis. So hopefully, we can make it a little bit farther, as we see Osa being the first band on the side of the Cougars.
Baron's taken up with a nomad.
See who they want to ban on defense.
I'm gonna bet
Yeah, a very high priority pick.
Yep.
That band away. And let's see what the final band is for the Cougars. We are on Chalet as well. This is our first map.
I wonder if they're gonna get Valkyrie.
They might. That is a pretty common band.
I shouldn't have said a word.
So some big priority picks. I know we've seen CCC play the Mira, the Osa quite a few times. We're gonna have to see how they adapt without those picks.
And it's interesting to see them switch up on banning Mira instead of Valkyrie. I think they were trying to work in different plays there, but it doesn't look like those will be coming up right now.
Floor bomb fight for this first round. Yeah, they have the Brava.
There's a lot of things that can be said here, but Solus, good counter. Not sure how much use Bravo will have, but
10 seconds left
I'm
before
interested to
insertion.
see how it goes either way.
Let's see what I can find.
Absolutely, yeah. If we
5
get into
seconds
the
to go.
action phase, 3 seconds on the clock.
Attacker's objective is to
There's
defuse the
been
bomb.
electrify the wall right there. Still getting things down. Very beginning. Going up to Nico.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Trying to go for main window or office. Looks like they might be going.
Setting down my +1.
So people here getting some information on the conditions of members of the Cougars.
Wandering around possibly that main window, trying to lock it down, but no easy access for that information.
Start getting
Suspect scan.
Stuff been picked up by anybody. I don't know if that's an accident or just no one's gotten around to it yet.
that
We've
is
watched T here. Holding down an angle on stairs.
keep potentially finding one. Trade hit both trades actually. Really good from him, evening out the numbers. Changing eggs.
Solus is down, which means if JT was still up, Bravo would be able to run free, but looks like that's not happening right now.
Let's go get some
Connection
information.
see him.
Dog's ball there. Kind of looks like he might have gotten shot from behind.
He did by that bandit. Down, but I don't.
15 seconds.
Bandit goes down.
10 seconds left. Attackers recover the bomb.
Right now, there's 7 seconds on the clock.
Going to plant the diffuser right now. They have time. Nah.
Just barely.
Operator, you have run out of time.
Looks like they're not watching these rotates as much as they should, and that seems to be biting them a lot. But overall, just very small mistakes from CCC here, and honestly, it wasn't as bad as it could have been. Could have been better, but they're
Attackers
already
need to
starting
locate
out
and defuse bomb.
decently strong, and for an attack on the most secure site on this map,
Bomb located by
not
attackers.
bad.
Absolutely. And it seemed like they just ran out of time or wasn't paying attention too much to the clock, especially with the late defuse pickup from
feel like
the Red Baron.
there might have just been some miscommunication with kind of stats that they were working on all day and yesterday, just trying to get this game
10
pinned
seconds left.
down, and just having to last minute switch things up
5
might have
seconds
had
remaining.
something to do with that lack of communication and that loss of time.
Attackers
For
are heading out
sure.
to defuse a bomb.
So they were getting very good trades in that first round, especially out of Seamless. Quivel as well, being able to find.
Oh yeah.
So they know that they can get these trades. They just need to execute a little bit better on their on their planting with the diffuser and keeping.
Spots it could come from, because as we've seen, they do enjoy coming from unexpected places, and they're just catching us off guard, and that's something I feel like they need to adapt for, and hopefully they do adapt quickly.
Absolutely. As we send the drones in, finding information that they need to find. Red Baron's looking to even up the scoreline so far. Just under 2 minutes on the clock now. It is Quickle with the diffuser in hand, so we do have that picked up at this point.
Alright, people are starting to getting caught by that alibi roaming around.
Wasn't
Jaeger
expecting
going down.
Now we do have even numbers of the 4v4 now as Painless and drones in. Make sure that we go through there.
Hearing them behind me, they're definitely
Attackers drop the diffuser.
not scrambling, just pressured pushes in. I'll say that much.
And they're gonna find that Azami hiding behind that fusion for the side of Red Baron.
Yeah, they forced the Azami to run out and took out the shield, so no longer has that spot. Painless goes down. Misses his shots on Azami.
They're trying to find the headshot, but
Attackers
just
recover
barely
the
to find to find some frags in order to push through. Push through the smoke, but Quiggle's gonna fall. It's JT very low HP. They're going for the one now. The diffuser has been planted. They can play a good post up now with JT and don't pick one.
Defenders
That does, but gets taken from behind by Cade as the defuse goes down.
And JT go for the swing, but on 1 HP, there's not too much.
defenders have hit the bomb.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be the second round go into the birds.
Yeah. Apparently, they're saying we need our audio up. Not sure for which, honestly.
Try this one.
Let's try that one. There. How's that?
Let us know if it's better.
Attackers.
Appreciate it.
Hopefully it is.
First one looks like here. We go into the third round. CCC representatives need to be thinking about what they can get done here. Those rounds can start getting picked up quickly by the Cougars. They don't put a stop in their tracks now.
Mm-hmm. And still, credit where it's due, the Cougars are doing a fantastic job denying that plan or denying the post plan and making sure that Filmmakers can get anything done. Which, bad for us, but it is a very good example of just how good the Cougars are at capitalizing on small errors.
Actually, it seems like their roams have been going very good as well. It seems like some of the players from the Red Barons are getting caught off guard in those initial entries. Definitely really good showing out of the Cougars so far.
That's for sure. Let's start going back in the main.
Time for double trouble.
Already got in. Looks like they're trying to take the time part of it down. Going in for a quick rush.
Somebody jumped in.
Wedge gold down already.
That is one.
Bomb located
Kill.
by attackers.
Painless
taking
taking.
damage.
Yeah. Decent amount there.
Definitely,
Echo
but
going off.
and this is the numbers advantage in favor of CCC.
Thinking they might be going to the plant considering the site is empty at the moment.
That's what it looks like.
I might be mistaken. It does seem like there are people downstairs there. Let's see here. Oh, it looks like there's some people downstairs, but yeah, 3 people in sight there.
Mythic is going to find the position on one. Simply have to force that player out or try to find the frag.
Throwing flashbang.
Interesting place for Capital. Not quite sure. Be a fire off, trying to get those verticals going.
35 seconds left.
Just trying to create enough pressure in that site. Swivel goes down. Diffuser being dropped with 28 seconds left. Oh,
Go pick that up.
what a wonderful headshot from Painless there.
Done. Really good out of him. But there is 14 seconds on the clock. They need to recover that. Start in.
Oh,
Going for the
there they go.
rest of the members of the going to cover. JT finding
Frost
one.
going down. Only Echo left now, having to leave his drone in the comfort of his couch and come back up.
It looks like a 1-4. OHP's on the side of the rest. Left on the clock.
Trying to take the Ana, but Rebel Mythic just closing that down with a headshot.
And that was really good out of CCC. It seemed like they had a lot more cohesion than they had in the last 2 rounds. Potentially warming up to each other, communicating as they need to.
Are you talking game volume or our volume? Because that distinction is important. As we're going into round 4 here.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
great showing by Corning that round. Really adapting, really showing their strength there as a team, able to pick up and capitalize on just the little mistakes that happen, applying enough pressure. The only thing I'd say they did wrong was just taking up a little too much of the clock for comfort, but that's me as a spectator. I'm sure they knew exactly what they were doing the
5
whole
seconds
time.
left.
Sending my last one.
Attackers
We're
objective
gonna have
to
to see if they
locate a
can
bomb.
even up the round score.
Coming in, back on Master.
Run the batteries. I see it. Plus one. Wall reinforced.
To the action phase.
A
You have
bomb's
second
been
floor
located.
bomb sites here. Looking like
Device complete.
Alright. Oh, Rebel Mythic going down.
Caitlin's gonna find the
Quick
trade.
refrag.
Really good from him.
Scanning. Stay sharp.
Round in here. Mythic down, they lose their anti-roamer and their ability to keep people still while they're breaching in
Power
places.
activated.
Definitely playing it a little bit slowly as the Red Barons
Cover the device.
push onto these sites.
Mhm.
Scanning for devices and traps.
As it looks like taking out the batteries from the bottom.
Absolutely attacking from the bottom up to the
The attacker's
top.
bomb diffuser has
Purple
been
going
dropped.
down, however. Loses their heart.
Definitely and gives the numbers advantage to the Cougars now.
Now that they lost their hard breach, it's going to be very hard to. They actually can't get that main wall open. So I'm wondering if they're going to be able to adapt enough to get in there and
Attackers
get
have
the
recovered
diffuser
their
done.
diffuser.
There's 30 seconds on the clock. It's Lone that has the diffuser.
Drop the bomb diffuser.
Goes down here now, so they're gonna have to recover that. JT in it.
Missing
Make it a
that
1v3.
Jaeger there.
JT now looking to clutch this up. Sees the one, but doesn't land the shots. That's
Unable.
another round. Going over to the CCC Cougars. Putting them at a 2-round lead. Really great showing from them so far.
At this point, chat, you just might need to turn your own volume up because we've sorted it out on our end.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have located a bomb.
First floor bomb sites for this round 5. Operator swaps coming over the red.
Kitchen diner. Looks like they're going to be bringing up backup, soft, and hard breach.
5 seconds left. Attackers are moving to defuse the bomb.
Device flying. Keep an eye on those.
I'm really interested. I apologize for not providing much commentary. I'm really interested in this.
high stakes for both of these teams.
Oh yeah.
Want to make it through to the semifinals in this playoffs.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Level down again
Attackers
already.
recovered the bomb.
Quick numbers advantage going over to the Cougars.
Replicating.
I'm taking entry almost immediately. That kill there.
Getting caught out.
Painless going down as well.
Taking damage. 3v5 now for the Red Baron. Needs to get some quick frags in order to clutch this
frog.
up.
As well. Bring it to 5. Rebel Mythic taking some damage.
It's like they have some players that are JT getting down. It's Rebel Mythic in a 1 box.
Push back in. He's gonna be just
Flawless
lost.
round for the Cougars. Difficult situation for the Red Baron. Losing one of their players very early, setting them up at a disadvantage immediately. Unfortunate for them, but really good look out of the Cougars.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Basement floor, bomb sites here.
Basement of 1.
10 seconds to go. 5 seconds left. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Trying to fix the audio issue for everyone.
It's Painless going down right now.
And it was the base bomb sites, but they were upstairs. As Painless found out when he did fall.
At the wine. That alibi dropped. Hit folded by Whelmed.
Excellent kill there from Whelmed, able to even out these numbers.
Taking out that deployable shield between wine and garage there.
Keeper activated. Keep careful. Reloading.
As it looks like we're getting ready to run into trench.
Sending out some notes.
Zombie getting ready to counter that.
Throwing smoke grenade.
And there's 45 seconds left on the clock. Diffuser in the hands of Quibble. Need to find themselves on these bomb sites.
With the plant going down already, actually.
These are
Now
the
down.
defensive- A lot of kills going down now. It is a 3v3.
We are now in a post-plant situation.
Red Baron need to be able to pick
That
this
Azami
up.
going down before she can get the kill on Rebel Mythic.
And it is the numbers advantage for the Red Barons right now with a good crossfire setup
With
for this
13
defense.
seconds left. Not gonna be able to get it in time.
That's 2 kills going down. It's 1v2. He finds
Oh,
the one on the
3
diffuser.
seconds left.
Potential ace coming out for Whelm. But he does downed, but he was downed, but the diffuser did go off.
Just bought enough time right before the switch. It was a good last
Absolutely.
round, that's for sure.
And that was a 4K round for Whelmed.
That was.
He cooked. Now he's ready to serve.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by attackers. Attackers have discovered the location of the bomb.
Deploying razor wire. Shields up. Swapping mags. You can stop worrying about grenades now.
Seconds left before insertion. 5 seconds left before
Glad to hear the audio is better. The Barons don't stink. We don't want that kind of negative energy here. Please keep it neutral. Respect for both teams. No need to be mean. As we go into round 7,
Alrighty. Yeah, just don't be toxic, y'all. Not fun for anybody. As we're going in here with CCC on defense, it looks like they're trying to do a library hold. Trying to deny that entrance coming in. We're here in Barn Games.
absolutely. And CCC with that last round win, it was a little bit messy, but hopefully they can keep the momentum and try to get some more rounds under their belt.
I hope so. Defense is their strong suit, especially on Chalet, so
Increasing our defense.
I hope now they will be able to kind of find their footing now that they are coming off of attack with a win and or win for the round and return with more and more wins.
Absolutely, that is what they need right now. We're gonna be going into the swap soon. What?
Not sure what's going on
I'm
there.
also not sure. Siege boat?
Yeah, I think so. I do think we may have to pause the stream if we can't get this figured out. So,
That is quite unfortunate. Oh, they
Yeah.
already did swap. I'm literally.
I think we're gonna have to go to a technical difficulties for right now as we get this sorted out.
Just imagine how the crowd would shake. Changing mags. Smoke grenade. Be ready.
protect your bombs from being defused by attackers.
Alright, we're back. Siege fixed itself, thank goodness. That was weird and disorienting.
The wonderful lords at Ubisoft definitely know how to make a perfect game, and this game has absolutely no flaws whatsoever. And as we're getting back into round 8, with the last round seeing the Barons and the Cougars coming very close, but the Cougars eking out a win.
10 seconds left.
As we come back here, still with CCC on defense, King Dining, one of the weaker sites to hold on Chalet.
Attackers are moving. Use the
I am interested to see how this is going to go, as with each and every round in this game.
Stay close to me.
Montaigne along for the trip. Been in Canada.
As
Correct.
Finland does find that out.
Actually not sure where Chalet is. I don't think it's in Canada, but anyway.
Painless being the first frag for the side of the Cougars. If
Now
they
that
win,
is.
if they win this round, that will be match. That will be game point for them, or map point, I should say. So the Red Barons definitely need to figure this one out.
Lay the net.
With a prox alarm going off, they're holding up top, looking to hold an angle with that Monty just harassing, keeping people busy. Oh, and almost getting a 2 right there. The Brava drop shotting and catching our Rick in the knees.
Well, managed to find a knife kill.
Right on Monty.
Derek.
3v3 now.
Attackers have dropped the bomb diffuser.
Oh, Brava going down.
Well, finding another, putting the numbers advantage in favor of the Red Baron.
Going out.
That it does. Coming down with a minute left, a little less. Camden is definitely taking their time here. Cougars trying to weigh all their options now. We see Ying canisters and gas going everywhere. Just trying to bait each other out with 30 seconds on the clock.
30 seconds indeed, and the diffuser actually isn't picked up as well. It looks like it was dropped in the process. So CCC keeping crossfire set up on that.
I'm not sure if they're going for kills now or what, but it's now a 2v1. JT catching the refrag. Oh,
Oh, pulls out the pistol.
and gets the kill with a wall bang.
Eventually does find the kill. It wasn't exactly the prettiest kill in the world, but that saves the Red Barons from having to face a map point for the Cougars. So it is 3-5 now.
Definitely
Closing
a good
that
shot
gap.
from CCC there, pulling it back.
Absolutely, and the Red Barons have always just been a little bit better on defense than their attacking side. So no surprise to see some good plays.
I definitely say they're a second half team. Once they get the time to warm up, they definitely perform way better.
Yeah, you gotta let them cook.
I'll let them cook. Can't have anything good if you don't like cooking.
Absolutely. As we see how the Red Barons want to go about setting up these first floor bomb sites.
Bar and games. Quite a standard setup here with reinforced mud room with head heights. down garage. It looks like they're trying to come in through there. Now going back to trophy. Hi. Maybe trench.
Rebel Mythic having to rotate back up the stairs, getting thrown down.
Yeah, there's a good spot there, but got droned out, so he needs to move or die. And since we don't really want the latter, he'll take the farmer.
All round so far, no early kills on the side of either of these teams.
With the Thunder Rotero drones barreling down, they're definitely inside now. Or at the very least, getting close.
And that's what the people here on the library stairs.
They're definitely taking a lot slower than they were last round.
Barrier placed. Well covered.
We hear in a zombie barrier go off. The Jaeger holding down the site. I am wondering how they're going to push in with a prox alarm going off. Hero drone pushing Rebel Mythic out of his spot.
And we are almost
Found out.
below a minute here with no kills going down. Means some stuff's gonna happen very fast
Oh,
as I
Painless
say
going
that.
down.
As I
Tank.
say that, Tank finding the first frag, getting the numbers admitted to the Cougars as Wedge gets on 1 HP as
Wedge
JT
is gone.
JT finds the trade there, evening out the numbers. 45 seconds on the clock. The Cougars need to find a way to get onto these sites and get that diffuser planted.
Gets flashed on the mezzanine. Tank getting dropped.
Tank going down, which that means the diffuser is down. CCC going to be looking to set up a crossfire to prevent them from picking that up. The 4v3 now, make that
Now
a 4v2.
4v2 as Ying goes down.
Seemed like Quibble
And
found
Zero
one.
dropping, leaving it to a 1v4 with Craftsman.
10 seconds left.
And with 10 seconds, they do not have enough time to get to the diffuser. They do not have enough time to get that plant down. They are stuck.
Seems like a little bit of scrambling from the side of the Cougars. Seems like they got that first. The first frag went down. And the refrag come up. The diffuser got downed, and then it seemed like they lost some cohesion in trying to get that picked back up. And that means it is 4v5. Still in favor of the Cougars, but the Red Barons looking to tie this up.
That's a fact here. And I'm wondering if playing it so slow kind of bit them, because for a while that rush they were doing was catching CCC off their toes, but now it seemed waiting gave them enough time, patient, and to let them fall right into their hands and let that win fall right into their lap.
Definitely, and it's always a good sign for the defenders when the diffuser, when the person that has the diffuser does fall. So really good round out of them. As we go into round 10, we do have basement bomb sites here. We're gonna have to see. I believe this is wine and mobile. I'm learning.
This is wine and garage, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Wine and garage.
Close enough. There is a snowmobile and there is wine, so
Stop worrying about grenades now.
Attackers are heading
big
out.
problem, just waiting to happen. And as we get main breach electrified, we have a Mozzie looking to deny intelligence from enemy drones coming in. Oryx and Mozzie roaming around. I am wondering if they're going to get this main breach as
Drop the bomb diffuser.
our smoke, played by Whelm, takes out the scanning drone before even getting it inside.
Device is going dark. Time to rings in the air.
You see Whelm drops down here, goes for another reinforcement.
Trying to seal off trench before they can get in there. Not leaving him trapped, but just leaving it blocked off.
And the Red Barons playing patiently as they wait for the Cougars to make their move on where they want to attack these sites.
Paragon trying to get it down, but just not getting there. Smoke denies the plant.
And goes for the spray through the smoke, but isn't going to find anything except a little bit of damage. So a bold move out of Paragon, I believe, immediately just running in there, going for the plant.
Just happened to bite him there.
That is what it seemed. No, the Red Barons know where the Cougars are trying to entry from now. Cougars are going to have to switch it up a little bit if they want to try to make sure that they can get onto these sites.
On breach, but I think some are trying to sneak around. Wedge going down. The first kill of the round.
Quivel picking up the first round.
The reflect going to Paragon on breach.
We have the diffuser to be planted.
Paragon goes down, actually, as Craftman takes out Whelmed.
Quivel with a good spot there, but just two players
Crafton
to try.
picking up and going for the plant now.
Painless goes for the swing. Doesn't land the shot. That diffuser is protected. It's a 2v4 now for Rebel, Mythic, and Quivel.
Almost getting Capitao there, but just missing.
And that leaves Quivel in a 1v3 in a post-plant situation. He's going to find one.
Now a 2v.
He knows where the second one is, but does he know where the third?
The
Finds
game
the kill
going
there. It's
down.
a 1v1 now.
Oh, but doesn't see the Thatcher prone.
Just barely a good setup from that Thatcher to catch Quivel off guard. A good clutch attempt for him.
It was a very good clutch attempt. He almost had it there. As we go into match point 5 to 6, or 4 to 6, excuse me.
And the Cougars will take the first game if they win this next round. The Red Barons looking to take it to overtime.
They are definitely in a position where they could put this into overtime.
With kitchen, dining, floors, bomb sites here.
We did see a success here last time, so I'm wondering if we're going to see a success here again.
Definitely could potentially see that if they decide to go for the same setup that they did for when they got the win on the bomb sites, or potentially switching something up and trying to catch the Cougars off guard. Likewise for the Cougars as well, trying to secure this first game for themselves.
10 seconds left before insertion.
It's definitely a tense game here, and
5 seconds
even
left
its starters
before insertion.
only gotten tenser and tenser.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb. Attackers are
Definitely
dropping
as
bombs.
the roll score has started to close up a little bit. These teams are definitely equally matched.
Definitely. And it's a great showing here from both teams. Going what they can do and leaving it all on the table for playoffs.
Absolutely showing why they both deserve to be in this playoffs. You always want silver scrape games when you're in playoffs.
Well, maybe not to watch or to play, but it is definitely interesting to see.
Diffuser has been dropped. Attackers have recovered their diffuser.
Definitely entertaining. As I yawn.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
I'm tired.
Attackers recovered the diffuser.
Slow round so far with just 2 minutes on the clock.
Haven't seen anybody trying to reach in yet, but we are seeing some droning here. Quivel getting droned out.
Some information going over. We have JT playing right on site as well. Mythic will be the first one to fall from Wedge. Quivel now taking damage of his own. Looking to get a
Master
refresh.
Veg. Craftman down.
That's Painless with another kill, evening out the numbers. Just a minute left on the clock.
Cluster charge activate.
The 4v4. Doing his magic. The frag grenade also goes out. It's definitely more happening now than the last time. Wedge taking large damage there as Painless goes down. Wedge Gold dropping as well. They are trading blows left and right. As Zero goes down as well, leaving it a 2v2.
It says back and forth. There is 30 seconds left on the clock. Cougars has the diffuser in hand. Need to find their way onto this site to get it planted in the next 20 seconds. As JT and Whelm need to try to hold on, potentially play time.
At this point, playing for time is really going to give them the best option. 6 seconds left. They have to do something. Yink going down, getting dropped, leaving it a 1v2. With the defenders taking the round as they do not get the plant off.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good out of CCC. Even when Whelmed falls, they knew that they wasted enough of the Cougars' time so that they could not get the plant down. So really good out of them. Great defense coming up, looking to take this to overtime.
Are we going to be the comeback kids in this round? I have no idea, but maybe.
I hope so.
And it is exciting to see.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
As we get here into the match point, both teams now on edge, knowing either of them could take the game. The Barons down by 2 in order to win, but could bring it back. The Cougars only need 1. CCC definitely has a lot more riding on the line, but definitely still a tense game for both.
10 seconds remaining.
Cougars know they can just end it now, but that's the thing. They have to get through 5 people before they can end this round.
Attackers' objective is to defuse the bomb.
As we get into that action phase, a lot on, big stakes here for both of these teams in this one round.
As we see a Sophia Impact launching through right into Baron Games, throwing a Ying cluster in there to no avail as no one's in there. Ying tries to knock, but no one is home.
Shots going down. No early picks coming out from either side.
Not yet, but there definitely is pressure as Montaigne is standing menacingly in the doorway. What will he do? Monty also has diffuser, so smoked out there, taking damage.
Found with big damage there coming out from the Monty pistol. JT finding position of 1 as the Cougars try to enter onto these sites. JT on that Azami, using that utility. Has information on some, but it looks like
As it
looking
looks
to
like
close in on him.
Tank enters the library here. Not sure if they drop down immediately or not. They did not. Tank and Wedge are both in library right now. Craftman going down.
Wedge can also fall to Painless. And that's Quibble finding another one. It's a 4v2.
3v2 now as Monty finds a knife kill.
Red Baron's not willing to give them the free win.
With 2 in sight, they are looking to get the plant down and now.
There is only 45 seconds left on the clock. Red Barons can potentially play time again, but the diffuser
Monty
is being
taking
planted.
the diffuser with Whelm going down, leaving it a 2v2. Paragon going down. The diffuser is not there.
Tank and Rebel Mythic
There's
in a 1v1. The diffuser has not been planted, so there's 20 seconds on the clock for that to get planted. The diffuser is not picked up either.
Attackers have
Is
recovered their diffuser.
still
They just picked up the diffuser.
Oh.
I guarantee you they're going to try and bait out with the time they have left.
10 seconds to go. Attackers activating diffuser.
Rebel Mythic dropping here. Goes for the
Almost got the drop on him, but didn't get it in time.
that
It was a
looks
good attempt
really
as
close.
Camden takes this map.
Just a second earlier from Rebel Mythic, and he could have been able to find Tank while he was still planting. So excellently played from him. Great
Very
first
excellently.
game.
And I'd like to ask all of our viewers to please be respectful in the chat. Just saying it now.
Absolutely. As we go into a break before we get into game 2, we will see you all soon.
Take care.
Welcome back, everyone, as we are headed onto Oregon for the second game. If you missed the first one, it is 0-1 in favor of the Cougars. If they win this next game, they will win the series and advance to semifinals. If the Red Barons win this game, we are going to a third game.
I thought they had more games.
That's just the
Do they?
best of 3.
Oh, is it still a best of 3? Okay. Wow.
I think only like the finals are best of 5,
Wow.
if I'm not mistaken.
Interesting. Learn something new every day, you know?
Absolutely. Now, as we look at these bands, we're going to see the Flores coming out from the Red Barons, different from the last bands. Osa staying the same.
Wonder if they're going to target ban Alibi. No, going for the
Gonna
Valkyrie.
be the Valk once again. See what defender the Red Barons want to get rid of, as they are defending first on Oregon. It's going to be the Mira.
Interesting. All right.
Similar bands other than the Flores. But we're getting into round 1 of game 2.
Mm-hmm. Seeing CCC on defense now.
Absolutely, and we're going to have to see how they have adapted from the last game.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
And we have second floor bomb sites to start it out.
See a main floor set up here. Or not a main floor setup, excuse me. We see an upstairs kid's bedroom and dormitory setup.
10 seconds
I'm
to go.
very excited to see what CCC brings out starting on defense.
Absolutely, they had a good showing on defense in the last game. So hopefully they can take some of that momentum into this second game to potentially get them some good first rounds.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact. Right set up. Hatch is open.
Swapping mag!
As we see a slow first 40 seconds coming out of both of these squads.
Buck's going down as the first kill.
And that's JT with
Oh,
the first
snap.
frag of this game. Giving the Red Barons the numbers advantage. If you're a Red Barons fan, that is what you want to see.
Not too much yet as it's still opening up. Rebel Mythic going down. Wedge Gold claiming a kill.
We see the Cougars start to push in a little bit here. They have whelmed on that B site.
August cam placed.
Painless holding an angle in kitchen.
Whelm taking some damage now.
August deployed, cam ready.
We have the Cougars slowly pushing in through these windows.
Got main window open. Argus going from below. Whelm gets hit by Wedge as well. But Zero getting taken out. Diana almost getting her head taken off by Painless.
It is a
But still taking
3v3.
some damage there.
Wedge taking some damage. Quibble potentially finding one. They're going for the plant.
Wedge going down. But
They-
it looks like the plant is going down as well.
They
A
are going to get
1v3.
that plant. Tank is going to find one. JT at a sliver of HP. Painless full HP. Can he land the shots? The pistol comes out.
No, they
That's-
cannot, as CCC will defuse for round one, taking the first point of the map and starting themselves off with a big moral lead here.
Absolutely. With them defusing the diffuser, which I think is weird that you say let you call it that in this game. But they will be picking up that first round. Really good from them. Cougars picked up the first round in the last game, so a different showing from the Red Barons, seeming like they have some cohesion. They cooked in the first round. They are ready for these basement bomb sites.
Excited to see here what they do in laundry.
Attackers have located a bomb.
In the same general setup, except in the Goyo and Castle now. Not Castle, Warden now. Trying to help defeat a freezer push by denying an area for so long it's basically unusable by the time you push. This Goyo canisters.
Defuse the bomb. The attacker's bomb diffuser has been dropped. Attackers recover the diffuser.
As we get into that action phase, we're going to see if Red Barons can keep this momentum up for these basement bomb sites.
As we see orcs running around and meeting, taking a vertical with the headlights as well.
Attackers dropped the diffuser.
Actually finding information on a couple. Rebel Mythic holding backstairs angle. Making sure that if they go from the first floor into that basement, you will potentially see it.
Seems like people are getting droned out now. Shots are being raided.
August positioned.
Killer, JT. Wedge taking a bit of damage. Tank already damaged.
So Doe could be screwing everyone over. And that's going to be the numbers advantage going over to the Cougars as Wedge finds Painless. Red Baron's going to have to look to swing the numbers back to even or in their favor.
Wedge is actually down and now out as B Whelmed finishes the kill with a 12 gauge buckshot.
That will be evening out the numbers. That's definitely what you want to see if you're Red
And
Barons
Tank
fan.
dropping 2 and a third with I Am Paragon by JT. Bringing it to a 2v4.
Is Craftman and Lucid in a tricky situation here. They do have the diffuser, so hope is not lost, but JT potentially finding a pick here now. As the ping comes out, I have the information on where the second player is. They know where both of them are.
Oh,
JT.
taking them out right behind the laundry baskets. Not seeing them. Trying to run back up. Taking out Quibble. Evening it to a 2v2.
And that is what the Cougars needed to get themselves back fully into this round. Gonna have to see if Whelmed and Rebel Mythic find something here. Whelmed finding good damage, but the diffuser is being planted now. Actually looking to push it up, but Rebel Mythic is going to fall. The 2v1 now, Whelmed in a tricky situation.
Not finding the shot as the attackers take round 2 for Camden. Already starting with a tense match. Not sure if my heart can handle it, honestly.
Absolutely a 1-1 now. These teams going head to head. Really evenly matched here.
locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Now it's first floor bomb sites here. Red Barons hopefully setting up a good
kitchen and meeting now. I am interested to see how this goes.
5 seconds remaining.
Absolutely. Looks like we're going to have JT playing on that site. Civil finding himself on the A site. As more reinforcements go down, as we enter the action phase, gonna have to see how the Cougars want to go about attacking these first floor sites.
I think they're going to be coming into small tower.
Loading mag!
We're watching tank come down small tower into garage.
Slow first couple of seconds here as we get to that 2-minute mark. The drones coming in, Red Barons taking those out as they find them. Cougars looking to find the most information that they can.
Looks like they're going to be trying upstairs. Charges going up and finding nobody. JT taking large damage, however.
Pre-firing a little bit, seeing if he could find a pick, but not going to be able to find one. Just going to lower down and try to get a better ball.
That Tachanka there. Interesting to see him out of all people, honestly, but considering the new scope he just got, the 2X is great for holding down long angles. It's just not on the gun you would want to use on him, personally.
And we're going down to just a minute, 10 seconds here. No players have fallen.
They're definitely getting ready to push, however.
Absolutely. We're probably going to see a fast push coming out from the Cougars. They want to try to catch the Red Barons off guard. Have to see if the Red Barons are going to be ready for it. JT, the first one to fall. Whelm's going to find the trade.
Wedge gold going down.
Whelm was able to trade that kill out. Oh, good attention from him.
Loading mag.
Sledge taking a little bit of damage.
List is also going to
Taking
fall.
out Zero with a nitro cell and Sledge for a triple kill from Be Whelmed.
Absolutely is
Getting
going to fall
caught
there.
by the fuse, however, evening it to a 2v2. With only 13 seconds left, Craftman does have the diffuser.
One Rebel
It's
Mythic.
being
Can they play time
planted.
here?
But the plant is stopped with 2 seconds left.
Going to
Can
the
they get
diffuser
him in
now.
time?
Rebel Mythic needs to find that kill, and he is
And
going to find
taking it to a 2v1 for the Red Barons.
That is 2-1 for the rounds in favor of Red Barons. A tricky situation for the Cougars, as it was a 2v2 situation, but one going for the plant. It seemed like the other wasn't able to cover it as well as they could have. So easy kills from the side of the Red Barons. Definitely what you want to see out of them.
Definitely not easy, but Be Whelmed showing his skill in the second map,
Attackers need to locate and defuse
especially
as
with
many
that
bombs as they
nitro
can.
cell. As we are going back to the dormitory,
Second floor bomb sites here. CCC sets up their defense.
set up here, I am very, 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 very interested in seeing where this is going.
Absolutely, Cougars gonna be looking to tie it up, and Red Barons looking to keep this momentum.
Looking to keep that edge going. They didn't have the best of luck here before, but I am hoping that they're going to be able to improve on what they did and be able to come out with a win. Hopefully not as Silver Scrapes as that last round, but take what I can get.
Absolutely, and the Cougars gonna want to try to find how they want to attack this in order to catch the Red Barons off guard.
As a fact. Also, for y'all in chat just trying to start something, please take it somewhere else. This is just meant to be a chill community college game, not some big level thing. So
The banter has been pretty tame, but just no hate. Respect the Cougars as much as we want them to.
as we go in, we are already seeing bullets flying, holes being opened in walls.
First damage going down onto Quivel. A good amount of damage there. The Whelmed also is going to find one. Will we see any frag?
Tank also having some damage there.
Well, it's potentially a really good spot to find
And
one.
a very good spot to drop Wedge Gold from the attic.
Wedge
Rebel
Gold
Mythic
definitely
taking him
was
down.
not expecting that vertical play out of Rebel Mythic.
Definitely not.
Really well played.
Wondering if he's gonna get caught there now as he takes damage and drops.
Could have potentially looked to reposition after he did find that one kill. Could have potentially thought that he could find a few more.
The Lion Scan goes out, keeping everybody still for a few seconds. Getting a pixel peek there on Lion, doing some damage as Craftman and Lucid go down for a double kill from Painless. Quivel is in fact down, however, as well.
There is a numbers advantage for the... Just kidding. There is no numbers advantage for... Never mind. There is a numbers
Speed
advantage.
is a game of speaking too soon when commentating, I'm not gonna lie.
It is Tank in a 1v2. He's clutched stuff before as he picks up the diffuser. We'll have to see if he can clutch it again with 20 seconds left on the clock.
He gets absolutely dropped from below from B Whelmed. Getting absolutely folded, not seeing that vertical play. What a wonderful job from Whelmed.
And it's CCC with these vertical plays really catching the Cougars off guard on this defense. Doesn't seem like they're really expecting them or thinking about, you know, you always want to check your corners, but they don't tell you to check your feet. You know what I'm saying?
It's really hard to notice because with a lot of explosions going on, there can be holes in the floor that you don't think anyone's watching. And while it's common, it might not seem common enough to really pay attention to, especially in the heat of the moment. In a 1v3, 1v2 clutch, was it?
It was 1v2.
I already can't remember. That's how bad my memory is, chat.
Good showing out of the Red Barons. Cougars really having to scratch their head here, having to make sure that they watch out for those vertical plays if we see any more coming. As we have basement floor sites here, so if the Cougars try to attack from above, they could be caught out by a few more vertical plays, potentially, if that is something the Red Barons want to go for. But they could look to go.
Bringing a Twitch this time. Quite interesting. Not sure what that's going to do against a Goyo canister besides pop it early, but as long as they catch that Twitch drone early, should be just fine. Already hear bullets being traded.
Activating shock mode.
There. are searching cams. Just trying to get it some information. Looks like some are being found in or near kitchen.
Changing mag.
And we're at about 1:30 on the clock now. No frags have gone down to either side, playing it very slowly. Cougars not wanting to make some mistakes that
Paragon
they've
going
done
down
before.
immediately, so any threat of the Twitch drone is now removed from this round. Some more vertical plays going on. Well, he gets caught off guard by Wedge Gold coming down main stairs. Oh, excuse me, Freezer.
Swapping mag.
But gets caught by Goyo, by Rebel Mythic.
Numbers advantage for the Red Barons. They want to try to keep it that way. The Cougars want to do what they just did and even it out.
Craftsman going down as well, leaving just Tank and Lucid. Quivel finding a headshot. Sledge
JT.
absolutely running in, taking some damage. Lucid going down. Sledge is checking his phone now as he gets dropped by Rebel Mythic, taking this round to a 4v1 in favor of CCC. And they are requesting a timeout now, as we will take a short break from the action.
Cougars are going to use their timeout for this game. They're going to want to be thinking about how they want to go about these rounds. They're 3 rounds down now. Seems like they're getting caught out by the gun plays from the Red Barons. Very good out from them.
It definitely feels like the Red Barons here are in their home turf and feeling good about their choices on defense. Only giving up 1 round so far is very impressive.
Absolutely. And this is the style that the Cougars had on the Red Barons in the last game. So they're getting a taste of their own medicine a little bit, being so many rounds down as we soon get to the swap. So hopefully with this timeout, they'll be able to regroup,
Attackers need to locate and
reset,
defuse bombs.
and try to crack the Red Barons code.
Attackers have located a bomb.
They can hope, but honestly, I'm not sure if they will. As it seems they've had plenty of opportunity to, but they just haven't done it yet. So I am very interested to see if they can or not.
Why do it yourself when robots do it? Barricaded.
10 seconds to insertion.
We get into the action phase.
Attackers detected is defusing the bomb.
Red flag going up. Using shield. Fortifications complete.
About 30 seconds into this action phase. Cougars gonna look at how they want to attack these sites. Opting for the Brava now, potentially thinking that that's what they need in order to...
But with Pants taking Echo, it would help if they can find the Echo drones to take them out and hack them early.
Reload.
So now, as things start to be torn down and opened up, not sure if exact same tactics are going to work or not, but honestly, I am excited either way.
Absolutely. It's been a great second game so far.
That is a fact. Definitely bullets being traded right now.
The Cougars trying to find their entry, trying to find where they can start attacking the Red Barons to get in onto these sites. They have eyes on one. Quibble finding one.
Taking one, looking for a second maybe. Can't grab it.
Didn't exactly notice that the second was behind him.
Wedge Gold taking another two, hearing Rebel Mythic out.
Well, Mythic did fall there. He should have had the information that there was a second one there from Quibble, but maybe a little bit of
Wedge Gold
communication.
dropping anyway from Painless, and Tank taking out JT, leaving it a 2v3 now.
45 seconds left on the clock. The diffuser is in hand for the Cougars, but
Putting
now
it
it
to
is
a 1v3
a
now.
1v3. Painless in a tricky situation. Could look to potentially play time, but you know that the Cougars are going to be going and trying to get that plant down as soon as possible.
That is a fact. As prox alarms are going off now.
Painless doing his best. Checking the angles and want to find one. Had eyes on the second one, but wasn't able to get the
Doing his
flick.
best to waste time. Both in meeting.
The plant is going down there. Couldn't find the tip of
Could not
Paragon's
find what
head
he
there.
needed. With a little over 25 health, I'm hoping he can find it.
There is 30 seconds on the clock. Cougars definitely setting up their post plants. Painless needs to watch out for the crossfire as he sees the one. That is Paragon going to be able to get the kill, getting them another round for the Cougars.
Very good post plant there from Camden. And a wonderful showing from the Barons yet again, but it seemed like trying to do the same thing kind of got their entire pocket collapsed on them. So the next time they go for that, they might need to try and change things up, keep them on their toes, and adapt to Camden now knowing what they're going to do there.
Definitely, and now we are into the round swap. We're going to see the Red Barons on the attacking side now and the Cougars on the defense as it is 4-2. And we do have basement floor sites to start this out.
I am very, very interested. I know I say this every round, but I am every round interested in what is going to happen. Going a Monty play for the Red Barons on attack.
And we have seen this Monty out of Rebel Mythic many times before. He looks very good on the operator. Definitely his style of play. It's definitely what you like to see.
I am definitely interested to see how this is going to go. And it's interesting that they're not giving the diffuser to Monty, like is standard for this sort of play. I wonder if he's going to be part of the post plant, just standing over it.
Potentially they could be using that Monty to get the entry. Potentially trying to maybe get the plant behind the Monty shield. Look for something like that. I don't play this game.
Generally, Monty is going to be used for intel, as he's basically a walking drone, and he becomes a problem if he gets in sight, as if he gets himself backed up into a corner, you have two options. You can either try and deal with him, which leaves everyone else still alive, open to be harassed, or open to harass you, or you can ignore the Monty, which means that you could very well get shot from behind. And it puts the defenders in a very tough position because you have to kind of divide and conquer. But in this game, you don't have enough people to really do that.
Absolutely. As we are a minute, 30 seconds on the clock. No frags have gone down. Red Barons playing it a little bit slow here. They found their way inside, trying to find their way onto the sites. That's Whelm's going to
Whelm
be the
going
first
down.
one to fall.
It's not what you want to see.
First advantage in favor of the Cougars. JT with this Brava, hoping to maybe find something that he can hack to give an advantage over to the Red Barons.
Just trying to get as much information here as possible. Possibly bringing the Brava Joan from just so they can have even more intel going on. They know every angle.
Painless is going to drop here. He does find one. He was getting shot a little bit from
Finds
behind.
Lucid. Paragon dropping.
So many kills just went down at once. It was JT and Painless finding one.
JT putting the diffuser down. JT getting stopped, however. Smoke finding Painless now, leaving it a 2v2.
Absolutely. JT still has that diffuser. Swivel caught with
becoming a
utility
1v2.
out. JT in a sticky situation there.
Couple simple mistakes got CCC tripped up and it cost him.
Definitely. The Cougars were definitely in some spots that the Red Barons were not expecting, which was able to get some kills, some crucial kills over to the Cougars. And it looked pretty good when Painless had initially fallen, jumped down, even though he was getting shot from multiple different angles. He was able to find one, and at that same time, JT found one as well. So it looked pretty okay, but then it looked like there was a little bit of some miscommunication and some not expecting or considering where the members of the Cougars might actually be for that.
It very much seemed like they just didn't expect Camden to be in some of the places they were, and the general chaos of the push happening and the pocket collapsing left everyone kind of dazed and confused on where everything was, and the Cougars were just able to recover better than what it looked like.
Definitely. Now we're gonna go on to second floor sites here. So we're gonna... Red Barons could potentially go for a top to the second floor, go from the roof to the second floor, or they could try to get some vertical plays that we know that they've been able to have success on in the past and try to get some frags that way, as most of these players will be on that second floor.
That's a fact. So the IQ here, with the IQ sniffing out the defenders' echo drones, bulletproof cameras, and whatever else they can find. And a defender hard scanning on their phones.
Secure sensor looking out for breacher.
Dropping wedge.
Painless finding the first frag at 2 minutes. Really excellent from him.
Very good showing. Very, very good. And just taking out wedge immediately.
Definitely what you want to see, and you want to see them try and keep this advantage as we go deeper into the round. And they did opt for the Dokkaebi as well for JT, an operator that we haven't seen him play too often, but definitely could be viable for this attacking side.
She's actually banned most of the time just due to how powerful she is dealing with roam clear.
That too.
Because her phone calls are disruptive at best. And at worst, they will get you killed. Because if timed right, if you get a call and you don't know they're trying to push, you're kind of done.
Definitely.
They can just catch you out.
And Painless is actually going for some of these vertical plays. He sees the foot.
Tank going down. Trying to suss out where this person really is hiding on bomb case.
The This reminds me of those Minecraft games where like the floor is like moving from under you and you have to like run around and like jump on the thing, because that is exactly what it looks like the member from Cougars was doing.
I get you. I get you. Paragon dropping now from B whelmed, leaving it a 2v5.
Actually going for another, but isn't gonna
Dropping it to a
find it.
4v2. Echo taking loads of damage there as the plant starts to go down. Everyone watching angles now. Putting it to a 4v1 as Echo goes down. Lucid at full health trying to get in, but I'm not sure if they're going to.
It's too many players up. It would have to be a miracle for Lucid to get past the crossfire setup for this post plant that
It
the
can
Red Barons
definitely
do
be
have
done.
up.
It has happened before. I've seen it happen before. It can be done, but
Absolutely.
not this time.
A tough
As
pass.
Quivel drops Lucid, taking the round and securing a bit of a further lead, taking it 5v3.
If the Red Barons win this next round, they will be at map point, which could secure them the second game, taking us to a third.
It will definitely put them in a good position coming into the next attacking round with a 6. That means all they need to do is win 1, as long as it does not go to overtime. Which, seeing what Camden can do, that is a possibility. It is a real possibility that they are able to come back.
Definitely, we could potentially see an overtime here. But before we get to that point, we are going to see the Dokkaebi again for JT. Seemed to work out very well for him there. Just kidding. He's not going to be playing the Dokkaebi live. But we do have first floor bomb sites
Kitchen meeting now.
for the Cougars to defend. And we're going to see the Rebel Mythic on the Lion as well. I believe a pretty signature pick for him. We have seen him on it multiple times before when it isn't banned out.
Very. It is one of his more comfortable operators to play.
Definitely a comfort pick for sure, and that's definitely what the Red Barons want to have to keep this momentum, potentially get themselves to map point.
They're definitely in a good spot. You can definitely tell that they're talking more. Their morale is up, considering what happened in the last map. They're doing phenomenal on this
Absolutely.
map now.
A good comeback indeed as they start to push into these buildings.
Bullets already flying now.
Squivel and JT is going to find the entry now.
With a fuse going off and a thermite too. Catching Wedge off guard, putting it to a 5v4.
Very aggressive angle that Wedge was holding there. And I don't think Whelm was really expecting it either, but he just had the faster reaction time to find that kill.
That is a fact, and I'm not sure. Well, I am sure that they have the ability to come back from this, but I'm not sure if they will, quite frankly. As it looks like they are currently hunting someone in Big Tower. Tank going down. The Oryx. Quivel, however, being dropped by Paragon now. More fuse clusters going down as they are just raining hell from above now.
Absolutely whelmed, using that ledge, break through so many floors, trying to find these vertical plays, trying to find someone, find a head off guard where he can get that kill.
Camden now is going to have to be careful not to lose their heads if someone's watching. And it looks like we have a firefight here. The Wamai just catching Whelm. Looks like they're going to try and do it again, but Wamai is not able to get it. Painless, however, going down to Paragon, putting it to a 2v2.
It is. It's Rebel Mythic and JT in a 2v2 versus Paragon and Lucid. Can't tell if Rebel Mythic actually saw them there, if I'm just tripping.
A little, but it wasn't enough to do anything. JT taking all of the rounds right now.
Mythic taking big damage, is going to find one.
Putting it
JT.
2v1 now. Smoke's
JT
going down.
Oh, he is so low. He hit
The
one
doc
bullet hits
just
him.
dumping, begging to hit somebody at this point, looking to drop anyone, someone, but not finding anything as the diffuser goes down.
That smoke really came in clutch for JT there. He really is one shot, could potentially find one. He knows exactly where Lucid is as well.
Lucid hesitating, not wanting to get caught out there. Getting hit.
He has
Does he
20
move?
seconds. Seconds on the clock. He knows the position of one. He don't think that he knows the position of the second. He has to go for defusing the diffuser. He is going to find JT.
Just catching him off guard.
But it's Rebel Mythic potentially really play time here. He is going to get the
Dropping
kill.
him, taking it to 6-3 as the round switch.
That is map point for CCC Red Barons. If they win, they're both CCC, so you know. But that is map point for the Red Barons. If they win this next round, we will be going to a third game. Cougars need to win 3 more rounds in a row to get it to overtime. Big stakes for both of these teams here, and a really good comeback from Red Barons from that first game.
Very much. It is good to see the Barons playing like I know they can. Even if it's coming down to the wire, it just makes for a good show afterwards, doesn't it?
Absolutely, and they're playing smart, like making sure that they don't peek aggressive angles that they don't need to, especially when they need to play for time. A lot of the rounds that they have won have just been due to time running out or being able to, I don't know what else I'm saying, just time running out. So
I get you.
Good-
Being
good
able
for
to
them.
play with that clock, especially when it's in a 1v1 or a 2v1 situation, is immensely important. JT on 1 health knew he couldn't attack that lion directly, so instead he just decided to harass him, take up his time, and
absolutely,
did it beautifully.
and that is what you want to see. And we do have basement bomb sites here. Red Barons, this could potentially give them the game win.
Well, if your heart wasn't racing before, it's definitely racing now. As CCC, as the Red Barons enter.
And an interesting operator choices here. They are opting for both the Dokkaebi and the Brava, hoping to get some good usage out of their utility instead of just opting for one of the two.
I guarantee it is to counteract that Aruni that is in play, as her gates become a nuisance to deal with, especially as time runs down. So with Brava drones out, that means they can catch and capture those and use them for their own purposes, making it harder for the defenders now to rotate.
Definitely. Whelmed, peeking just the right angle
BT finding wedge gold.
at just the right time. Good first pick from him as we have 1:15 left on the clock. And
Jaeger
Quibble,
almost going down. Quivel not finding the headshot, but doing a large amount of damage.
absolutely, that looked like it was almost completely down, but Paragon was able to survive. So it's still a 5v4.
Hearing those DMRs go off as both Amaru and Dokkaebi trade rounds. Going down now. Paragon putting in work.
Whelmed has been down, could potentially get revived, but it doesn't look like anyone is near him.
Putting it to a 4v3 as Tank goes down now.
Paragon's still alive at a sliver of HP.
15 seconds remaining.
JT getting caught off guard there, but Quibble is going to be able to trade as he goes for the diffuser
A
plant.
2v2 now.
5 seconds left.
Oh, almost gets down, but not enough.
Quibble
As it
gets
turns to a
find
1v1, but just not enough time, putting it to a 4v6. To Camden's credit, they definitely took a page out of the Red Baron book and just burned time that round. And it worked very well for them.
Definitely, and it seems like they were catching some players off guard, which is what you want to do to secure the kills that you need to get. And
Just those long angles were catching people off guard, and to CCC's credit,
Attackers need to locate
both of
and
them
defuse the bomb.
actually, they both played fantastic.
absolutely, that was a really good round. Cougars need 2 more rounds to take it to match, or take it over. And a good start for them in doing so.
But the thing is, all the Red Barons need to do is get one.
They do. They get 1 and they win the game. So a lot of pressure on the Cougars if they want to secure semifinals.
10 seconds to go.
And even a little bit more on the Red Barons if they want to take this to a game 3 to attempt and take semis.
Moving out, locate a
That is
bomb.
a fact. Definitely excited to see how this is gonna go. I am always excited, but especially this map here, it has been a lot closer than Chile was. Cade taking a bit of friendly fire damage there.
Located by attackers.
As they're scouting around, finding the electrification. Wonderfully gifted to the Cougars by Cade and Paragon here. It's interesting to see how they go for the IQ instead of Thatcher as Tank goes down first. A switch up from Wedge Gold.
Well, looked like he was on a little bit of a lurk there. Actually, they found multiple members and was able to survive. Gotta have the hiccups.
Paragon throwing lead with only 20 rounds left. I'm not sure if he realizes that doesn't have that much left in his pocket. Gonna play more conservatively now.
User has dropped.
Not sure where Whelmed got shot from. Got hit
Yeah,
by
that-
Wedge Gold.
That was interesting.
Attackers recovered.
Oh, got hit from that window below.
It's a 4v4 now, evenly matched. So Red Baron's hoping to find some pick.
Drops down right into a Claymore placed by Painless. A perfect flush.
Excellently played from him. It seemed like he red tanked like a book, knew exactly where he was, and set up that trap. Really, really good out from him.
He definitely saw the play that was happening. And with a wonderful bug from spectator mode, we get to see our players as Cade drops. JT finding Paragon's head.
It is a 4v2 now. Craftman and Lucid need to try and find their way back into this with 15 seconds on the clock.
They're probably just going to start biding their time again. But with a 1v3, they're not going to find it as the Red Barons take round 7 to 4, taking the map and moving this on to a decider.
Absolutely. We are going to have a game 3 between these two teams, so stay tuned for that as we will be right back.
Take care.
Welcome
right.
back. We are on game 3. We will be on bank this game with the Red Barons starting on defense and the Cougars starting on attack.
And it seems like the both of them want to give us a show right now, considering the fact this is the second map, or actually the third map, and I have a very. Let me back that up for a second. I'm thinking this is going to be another close map as well, seeing how first map was 7-4, second map was 7-3, and it is now tied on the third map with a targeted IQ ban against
Yep.
Painless.
Yep. I mean, they kind of had to see that one coming.
Exactly.
He was having a lot of success on that IQ.
That is a fact. And and then the counter pick against Gold now.
Taking away that soulless.
Wow.
That
Right.
does leave Mira is up. Osa is also up.
It leaves a lot on the playing field right now.
Absolutely.
As CCC, as the Red Barons start on defense now. And just in case if you're tuning in late, I am Halo. I am casting with Kenji. We both use she, her pronouns. And this is Rainbow Six Siege, playing with Camden and Corning.
Absolutely. The score is 1-1 in the series so far. The winner of this game will be advancing to semifinals for playoffs. So some big stakes for both of these teams as we start with some basement bomb sites.
That is a fact. There's a lot riding on this right now. The Barons know it. The Cougars know it. You at home know it. We know it. If
We're all
there's anyone on
feeling
the
it.
moon, they know it. Everyone is feeling how tense this game is right now.
And a good sign for the Red Barons, they are starting on defense again, which is where they got their major lead in the last round on Oregon.
They are
Remember what round it was.
they're definitely a more defensive-oriented team, and if they can hold their ground here, like they did in Oregon, they will be fine here. If they can get up, maybe 5-2. If they can even get up 4-3, that's still something. They still have the round advantage.
Definitely.
As we watch JT absolutely dumpster a poor drone.
And we've seen the Mira pick from the Red Barons multiple times before. We've seen them have a lot of success with this pick. So hopefully we can see that as well if you are a Red Barons fan.
I'm definitely excited to see how it's going to go. As they are flicking through cams, trying to see if anyone's coming down. We have Rebel Mythic watching stairs, quite possibly getting droned out now. And Pulse trying to find somebody through the walls and floors of Bank.
Tank being droned inside.
Opening the hatch with way more pellets than they need, frankly. Painless throws a nitro. Detonates it, finding Wedge before even a shot gets fired off.
Now, was that big brain or was it luck?
That is Pulse. That is Pulse. Pulse has a heartbeat sensor that right now you can see him scanning. If someone's close enough, he can see their heartbeat through walls. So if you're looking it through a floor, as long as it's destructible, he has a nitro cell he can just toss up and give him a nice little surprise.
Well played from him. And as we were talking about that, Craftman went down as well. It's a 5v3 in favor of the Red Barons. Cougars need to find some cracks to even this up. And
Quibble
that
goes
they do.
down. And someone's proning on main stairs. Pulse finding him. Whelmed. firing away with the semi-automatic shotgun.
And he does find the kill onto Paragon. The 4v2 now.
13 seconds already. We are seeing a lot happen right now. The Habana in sight.
There's
But
only
it's
3
just
seconds on the
Habana
clock.
left with 3 seconds. I don't think they're gonna get it down. With the Red Barons taking it the first round, going to them. It's what you want to see.
If you're a Red Barons fan, that's what you want to see.
It is what you want to see in an opening round for this. And I am hoping they can keep this momentum. I am knowing they can keep this momentum up as I knock on wood here for good luck.
Absolutely, and it was looking like the Cougars were a little bit disjointed. It seemed like the time got away from them, as well as the people for the adaptation. We're going to see the Monty coming out now. That potentially making a difference for them in the second round.
That first frag that Painless got definitely put them on the wrong foot, as they were not able to get any intel out of that kill. The only thing they were able to get is just that Wedge got caught off guard.
Absolutely, and it seemed like it might have caught the whole team off guard, really not expecting that Nitro Cell to get that kill there. So really a big mistake from the Cougars, but hopefully they can turn it around if they want to tie up these rounds.
In fact, they definitely have the ability to get a tie, as we saw last map. Barons came out strong, Cougars responded. Barons came out strong, Cougars responded, and then the Barons got up a bit. So if they want to repeat this, they definitely could, or this can go either way. That's the future, and it's still undecided as of now.
And we are going to see the Monty with the diffuser as per usual. We'll see if Paragon can get anything done with that operator.
Assuming they're going to be trying to come up those main stairs. Because already we are seeing the Cougars inside. Or on the ceiling, trying to get in. And there's the Monty, looking to harass.
Mom did find the Monty, but it's a crossfire setup now. Needs to be really careful if he decides to go for that again. As the Monty does push up.
Probably communicating there that the Monty's following him up.
Well, definitely good for
Trying to
him
catch
to
him off guard.
retreat.
Not finding anything just yet.
Quibble and Painless, or not Painless, Quibble and Whelmed, excuse me, trying to corner. Spawn finding the kill onto Tank. Monty
A
not
finger
able.
boost. Oh, getting caught from behind, but Painless catching the refrag for a 2. Putting it at a 4v3. The Monty still being a pain, but not doing anything too awful much yet.
Smokes hope to find something, but isn't able to find anything. It's the numbers advantage for the Red Barons.
That it is.
Absolutely knows where that Monty is. Are telling his whole team exactly where it is? As Whelmed comes up
Finding
behind.
both. Oh, not able to land shots on Finka, but she is almost dead. She is dead now, as it is just the Monty left. You can watch the pocket collapse now as he tries and fails to get a kill. So here we are now with the Barons up 2-0 in this opening match. As we move to teller office or staff room and open area, I lied. The Barons are coming off strong here.
Absolutely, and they're finding a way to take advantage of every angle that the Cougars are trying to go, especially with these operator picks. You saw it in Whelmed and Quibble. Let me find words. Whelmed and Quibble pinching that Montaigne to give him not a lot of ability to get some advantage.
What really helped, I think, is the fact that while each individual player on the Red Barons team has an understanding of this map, there aren't any huge, detailed, complicated plans that there are to execute every single round that can help clog up that thought flow. It's more communication, more relying on each other as a team to get things done. And that's what you saw, that flank with Cade, where got Twitch, dropped Finka almost, and then Finka going down entirely, leaving just that Montaigne. It's wonderful to see.
Absolutely, very well played from the Red Barons. As we go into round 3, they're going to be wanting to look to repeat rounds like the first two. And now for the Cougars, we are going to see the Brava coming out. They're going to try that one. As Quibble with the potential really good angle. Oh, I got so nervous that Quibble was going to turn around and then immediately just like die.
Quibble is in a very bad spot right now,
Oh,
however.
he is.
Has to get flashed and just doesn't get the kill.
And the drone, perfect reaction for Tank to go in and find that kill. Well played from the Cougars. What's the word? Capitalizing on Quibble's mistake.
It was less a mistake and more just in a bad spot, needed to get out of there. Wasn't really able to. And as we see two down that hallway doing some damage on Craftman and Paragon.
It is a 5v3 in the favors of the Cougars. They're finding their way back into this game. Craftman at very low HP, however. Potentially even up these numbers quick if the Red Barons find the right
coming
people.
back with a vengeance now. But will it be enough?
JT with eyes on one. We have a minute and 15 seconds on the clock.
Craftman going down.
JT, he gets one. He has information on the other as they're trying to push onto these sites.
They aren't really capitalizing on those landing scans. Because they have someone in sight. Paragon going down, leaving it a 3v3.
JT going to find a second, but he does get pinched and taken down by Tank. It's Whelmed and Painless in a 2v3 here with 40 seconds on the clock. Painless with information on one as he sees the feet.
Trying to go for it, but it's not really working out. Looking at the wrong side.
And it's Whelmed in a 1v3.
Reload's getting caught off guard. The attacker's getting around.
And that's the Cougars finding what they need to do to secure themselves rounds. Definitely what you want to see if you are a Camden Cougars fan. And it seemed like the initial call out from Quibble really set the Red Barons up for not a great round already. Gonna have to make sure that that position or that bad positioning isn't repeated into this fourth round.
It definitely could have gone better for CCC. And I agree. Quibble getting caught off guard put him at an early disadvantage, which then Cougars thoroughly capitalized on. As we return back to office and tellers, I am hoping, or not tellers, but as we move back to vault and basement, we are going back to where we won the very first round of this map, hopefully being able to capitalize on it again. As we move to round 4 here with 2 seconds left.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
Seeing Mira hitting everything prep and perfect. Oh. Pardon all that.
Very slow beginning to this round, very quiet beginning to this round, not wanting to give up positions from either side. What the hell was that? Did he
So-
just like punch them?
Yes, Oryx has a dash ability, also allowing him to jump up He can just freely jump up hatches, and he can use 3 dashes to either knock people off guard or bust through walls.
But it
And it
hurts
makes him
him.
No, it doesn't actually.
But he took-
It does make him a great roamer, but Painless mistimed that and does not get Osa, but does leave a bit of damage. Does leave a mark. As a Twitch drone breaks the Mira, catching JT off guard now.
The Red Barons looking to hopefully even out these numbers as there's a minute 30 on the clock. Playing with time as the Cougars need to push into them to try and get the defuse down in the next minute.
They've still got a minute 30, which in this game might as well be hours. Just freely drops, taking a bit of damage. Not a whole lot, but still not something you want to do. Slowly coming down main stairs now. Never mind, not slowly. All of them are pushing. They're opening every reinforced hatch they can. Trying to get intel on them right now as the cell phone goes off, taking out Paragon with a plastic surprise.
That does even out those numbers. It is a 4v4 now. We have 35 seconds on the clock. With not too many members of Cougars on the site, they're just now going to be getting up towards them to try and find the diffuser plant.
Looks like they're trying to break down the reinforcement that JT's behind. What also looks like they're trying to get the plant down. Wedge Gold getting dropped. Craftman low. Craftman down now, actually, as it is just Tank and Lucid Killers with 4 seconds left. Lucid Killers for 2 seconds, 1 second. Defenders take round 4.
Absolutely very well played by the Red Barons. They played that very patiently, and that is definitely what they needed to secure them a 2-round lead.
Well, if I wasn't awake before, I'm awake now. Wow, what a game. What a match.
Absolutely, and that was looking good for Cougars, but it seemed like they were just getting caught off guard with utility and the members of the Red Barons. They couldn't exactly find themselves on the site, and once the diffuser drops, it's in the hands of the Red Barons. It's incredibly difficult to push through that crossfire and try to pick that up.
God. Just your mic and now everyone thinks you're good. Anyway, as we're moving back into upstairs.
Attackers have located a bomb. 10 seconds left before insertion.
I am very excited.
5 seconds left.
Very, very excited to see what this does.
Attackers are moving to defuse a bomb.
My heart.
Definitely, as we go into this round 5, tensions are high between these two teams.
That's a fact.
Cougars need to find their stride, find their way really back into.
They're already using a failed zombie barrier, also not helping the situation much. As we see Fuse waddling around outside on the ceiling. People going up top on the roof. Rebel Mythic taking out Paragon with a absolutely dirty spot.
That was an excellent first frag for them very early on into the round 2 before the 2-minute mark has gone down. Really good from Rebel Mythic. That is what you want to see to give them the initial advantage in this round.
Beautiful capitalization on that. Square.
Drone spinning up. Mark movement. Mark movement.
Down and around.
Gameplay, they're realizing they are at a numbers advantage. They can play for time.
JT getting taken out suddenly by Wedge Gold. Wedge Gold going down. Osa dropping by Rebel Mythic.
And that kill onto GT gave them all the information that they need to find those two players. Really excellently played by the Red Barons as
Lucid
Painless
going
finds
down, leaving
another.
it a 4v1 again.
It is Tank in this 1v4. Does
Holding
not
on
have
site
diffuser.
without the diffuser. That is unfortunate.
Definitely one of those situations. The crossfire is going to be set up for that diffuser. Gonna be.
The thing is, they don't know where Tank is, but at the same time, Tank doesn't really know where they are.
He is
Finding
gonna find
Quibble.
one.
15
Finding Quibble with 15 seconds left.
Goes down, just barely finds
Finding
Whelmed.
Does not take it in time, though.
They do
Meanwhile,
end up taking.
blasting him with the buckshot.
They do end up taking each other, but that will secure that round win for
For the Red Barons. And bit of confusion now as the Cougars take a timeout.
they do. We do believe that it is a rule in our league that you can only take one timeout per series, which, as Painless is saying, is quite unfortunate. But
There.
someone pull up a rule book.
No matter what, here we are. It happened. We're gonna keep trucking along as always.
Absolutely. It is 4-1 in favor of the Red Barons. They have been having some excellent rounds
attackers need to
thus
locate and
far.
defuse as many bombs as they can.
That they're definitely going to want to be keeping that up.
That is a
Bomb located by attackers.
as we move back into tellers. I really need to give up on naming these sites because I can never remember.
It's very rare that we don't see like where we see more than just like chalet and like Oregon or Villa or theme.
10 seconds to go.
Bank's usually not a super popular one.
Yeah, Bank is something we normally try and get off the way. It's not one of our stronger maps, but clearly we're doing something right. And while it's not one of our stronger ones, we do play it very well. So I am glad to see a map that's a little more even as Tank is already unloading rounds.
See if the Red Barons can get any early frags like they have been able to do in some of the past rounds.
AB.
Definitely setting them up for success for the round early on.
Quibble taking large amounts of damage and getting wall banged by Tank.
And he didn't find any damage on Tank at all, so definitely not a great trade there as Tank finds another. Painless
Tank getting dropped.
is going to find the one as he knew where Tank was because of the two earlier kills. Evening out the numbers a little, but there's still a numbers advantage for Cougars. The diffuser is down, however. No one has it in their hands.
Need to get that back in their pocket. Else it's just going to be just like last time. Stuck in sight, no diffuser.
You can't hide. Order set.
As JT is getting shot out of its hiding spot. Lucid going down and JT dropping as well.
Trades coming through. Numbers advantage still in favor of the Cougars. It's Painless and Whelmed, and a 2v3. Whelmed potentially finding one.
Few flashes, 3 flashes go out.
Knows that there's one here.
Trying to
None of the
clear it.
flashes land.
The buck getting dropped by Painless, but the refrag getting hit by Whelmed, and the refrag again gets hit by B-Whelmed. One on site with 40 seconds left, leaving the diffuser open. It is a 1v1 now. Both not wanting to try anything.
It's Whelmed and Paragon in a 1v1 here. The diffuser is still down. Paragon needs to somehow find a way to pick that up and get the plant down in a matter of 15 seconds. He has picked it up. There is
Got the
13
diffuser with
seconds on the
13
clock.
seconds left.
Needs to find his way over to those sites quickly, as he isn't going for the plant just yet. There's 5 seconds, 4 seconds.
Getting dropped from behind by B-Whelmed. A fantastic play. The flank.
Wow, definitely Paragon was not expecting that one, and he wasn't necessarily going for the plant at all. I think he was just a little bit paranoid of where Paragon was.
Definitely playing way too conservatively, and it bit him. Absolutely bit him. As we now move into the attacking phase, Red Barons 5, Cougars 1.
If the Red Barons win this next round, it is map point, it is series point for the Red Barons. That is putting them even closer to
One more
getting
round.
to these semifinals.
One more round
Yeah, I know.
before we get to match point.
No, if they win this one, then we're
Yeah,
at
then we're at match point.
That's what I said.
Oh, never mind. I just can't listen.
Regardless, we have switched sides. It's going to be the Red Barons on the attacking side now, as the Cougars are going to be on the defense. And we're going to see the Dokkaebi in the hands of Whelmed now in this game, as we have seen it in previous hands in the last game.
It's definitely not looking great for the Cougars right now. Can this change? Of course. It can always change. But starting out down 5, or excuse me, down 4, is not how you want to start this.
Definitely not the best case scenario. They're going to have to really...
Painless running a glass on this. I'm intrigued, confused, and kind of concerned, but hey,
He's
I'm willing
cooking.
to see how it goes.
He's cooking. He's cooking something.
Oh, I'm letting him cook all right.
But
If
the
I have
first
learned anything from Painless, it's to
It's-
let him cook.
deadass, for real. But as that was happening, Whelmed was the first one to fall. An early pickup for the Cougars, definitely setting them up for a good round. But
Catching
Painless,
Tank in the mouth with a hail of bullets. Catching
Finds-
Craftman 2 off guard, shutting down the main entrance.
and that was a kill that Painless definitely should have not gotten away with. With Tank dying in that same exact spot, Craftman should have gave over that information that Painless was there, but it seemed like Craftman wasn't exactly aware. So he does fall there, giving the numbers advantage to Red Barons.
Most
Excellent
likely
played from Painless.
was looking to either rotate or no one knew where he was.
They
Whatever happened,
might have
still fell.
assumed that Painless would have repositioned after finding the one kill, as it is, as they would have known his position.
it is a very exposed spot, that is for sure.
Definitely.
Enters the building now, taking out cams when he can. And hail of bullets going down.
There is 30 seconds on the clock. The diffuser is in the hands of JT as he's getting onto those sites, potentially looking for a plant soon here. But he does get caught out.
Caught out, the smoke's still down, and gets absolutely domed by Painless, who picks back up the diffuser and goes for plant.
Is going for the plant. Rebel Mythic getting caught out. He
Plant
has
down for a 2v2. Make that a 2v1.
Is this an ace? It's a 1v1 now. If Painless gets this kill, it is an ace. The diffuser is down.
I am excited.
I am on the edge of my seat right now.
Found it. Are they going for it?
Paragon, it seems like they know. He is going for the counter fuse. Painless needs to get through this quickly. Oh, Paragon
But
got
he
off
stopped to try and get the kill.
of it. Paragon did get off of it. Painless knows exactly where he is. There's so much time on the clock. He has to go for the defuse.
Gets
And
the headshot for the ace, putting it to match point.
He was definitely cooking.
I said, let the man cook. And you know what? He did.
That is an ace
As we move
from
here to
the
match
Red
point,
Barons.
6-1. It is not looking good for Cougars, but it is not over yet. They still have an opportunity to win a round and put this into overtime.
Absolutely insane round for the Red Barons. Insane round from Painless. I'm
There
sure
you
Rebel
go.
Mythic did great too.
They are all playing phenomenally.
Absolutely, and they're
That
playing
chase B-whelmed hell,
very
B-whelmed
well
had,
together. Yep.
just- that's going to be sticking in my brain for a while. That was beautiful.
Absolutely. Some great plays out of all of these players. Definitely what you want to see. And if the Red Barons win this round, they win the series and will be advancing to semifinals. So big stakes for them and even bigger stakes for Cougars. They have a lot of rounds that they need to catch up on if they want to get this to overtime.
They want to bring this back because while you can get overtime in 1-2 rounds, bringing it back from 6. Keep in mind, if you go to overtime, you need to win 2 consecutive rounds
Yeah.
if you're in the lead. And if you're behind, you need to catch up and then win 2. So
Absolutely.
say they need to win 3 to tie it, to put it to overtime. That means they need to win 5 matches in a row.
Definitely a lot at stake, a difficult task for the Cougars ahead of them.
Very difficult, but I am very excited to see how this goes. As always.
Absolutely. Honestly, I'm having like stomach anxiety right now.
That's how you know you're watching a good game.
Absolutely.
When your stomach's tense, when you're on the edge of your seat, don't quite know what's going to happen next, that's when you know it's good.
Absolutely. As we get further into this round, 2 minutes on the clock.
Jackal track going off already.
Red Barons pushing up in
Painless
here.
getting dropped by the Mira.
Seemed like he got a little bit caught off guard there by Tank. Tank potentially going for an aggressive play since he knows that they need to win these rounds in order to survive and have a potential at this series.
That is a fact.
And
Well,
that's going to be
going
another
down
one.
to a nitro cell.
Swivel also
Trying
going.
to find him, but Tank breaking it out.
Rebel, Mythic, and JT in a 2v5 now.
Finds the Echo drone there, taking one out of commission. Echo is running upstairs now, trying to reposition.
Tiba activated. We're protected.
Like it's moving. It's going.
Absolutely slow from those first beginning kills. JT and Rebel need to make sure that they play this as well as they possibly can, trying to get onto these sites.
Craftman gets dropped, putting it at a 2v4.
JT is going to find one, but he's going to take a lot of damage in the process. Finds another.
5 seconds left.
Rebel Mythic pushing up is going to fall. It's a 1v3 for
Not
JT
sure they're
now.
Yeah, they do
And-
not have this round. Well, they do have the round advantage. It still sucks to see.
Yeah, no time left for JT to grab the diffuser, let alone plant it. So excellently played by Cougars. They got the first kills that they needed to get and was able to play time in the way that they definitely should if they are in that position.
They did a great job with it, and I'm expecting to see more of them not really playing for kills or playing to really do anything more than just play for time and play
Definitely.
to waste as much time as they possibly can.
Definitely.
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised none of them are going Goyo. Try and burn as much time as possible.
For
No pun
sure.
intended there, but it does work.
Definitely the last thing that the Cougars are gonna want is to give the Red Barons an easy pick towards the beginning of a round. They're definitely gonna be making sure that they are very careful and understand what they need to do.
Yeah, they're definitely going to try not to give anything up too early. And they don't want to lose the man advantage that they have too soon. Because they know that if they do, it'll slowly just keep ticking down unless they can pull off putting the round disadvantage back onto the Barons.
Definitely. So as we are getting into that action phase, the Red Barons need to find the solution to how they can attack these bomb sites in order to give themselves advantages. As the drones come out, as the information comes out for both teams, looking to make something happen as we go to 2 minutes.
As they're both dropping. Spy is watching that main hall like a hawk right now. Walking back down to main stairs.
Activating here.
The attacker's bomb diffuser had been dropped.
Hot by the Mira.
Very slow round so far.
There are definitely some gunfights happening right now, however.
Attackers recovered the bomb diffuser.
There's a minute and 20 seconds on the clock. No
Painless
kills have
getting
gone
hit
down.
hard.
In a bad spot there with the
Gold.
pistol out.
Taking them out. However, Ben
Whelm,
is getting the refrag.
Whelm is going to find the trade there. Excellent from him. Finding the trade early as well to keep those numbers the same.
Both of them at a disadvantage now. Losing a little bit of utility and power. As Paragon drops thanks to Whelmed.
That is a second for Whelm in this round. 3v4 in favor of the Red Barons. This could be everything as we have 45 seconds left on the clock.
They're definitely trying to get those vertical angles. Getting ready for the plant.
Absolutely. With 30 seconds on the clock, they're gonna have to be looking for it. The Cougars are gonna have to be preparing for everything that they can in order to make sure that the Red Barons cannot close this one out.
Seconds remaining.
They're starting
Attackers
to
dropped
put
bomb diffuser. Attackers recovered.
down.
They just so crazy.
Tank, the only one left, leaving it a 2v1. Not able to get it as JT was shot down. Absolutely unfortunate as it goes into overtime. Not in overtime yet? Still match point?
Pretty sure.
Yeah, still match point.
I
Never
don't
mind,
think it's
take it all back.
overtime until the Cougars get 6 rounds.
Oh, that's true. Putting it 6-3 again.
Absolutely. Definitely. It was well played by JT, but it seemed like there was a little bit of some miscommunication on JT going for the plant and Rebel Mythic not being in a great position for him to cover. So definitely not what you want to see. An easy fix, however, just a little bit of some communication can definitely make that better for them. And on the side of the Cougars, definitely taking advantage of the mistakes that are being made, especially when Painless was out of position initially.
And it is just unfortunate to happen. And honestly, it does happen sometimes, especially when, God, hoping one bullet hits something just right in the smoke. Don't really know where he is. And in this case, it just line firing paid off for Tank.
Absolutely, and you gotta think these players are definitely getting tired, as it has been a long series so far, and it could potentially get even longer if the Cougars can keep up this momentum.
It's been a long night already. This round going on for how many hours now? Almost 3 now.
Yep, almost 3 hours. I am going to have a good night's sleep when I get home.
I'm not, but hey, it's still great to catch.
Yeah, anyway. Just over 2 minutes on the clock here. Red Baron's definitely going to be playing maybe a little bit passively here. Just kidding. Rebel Mythic is going to fall. Wump potentially finding a trade.
Dropping as well. Just catch.
Some damage down onto Wump and onto Quibble here. They have the information, but Quibble is actually going to fall. It's a 4v3 in favor of the Cougars.
That frag grenade almost catching Ben. Apologize for that.
Oh. Painless peeking in here, hoping to find something.
Get something usable. Trying to flush people out of their hiding spots, knowing that the only thing they're going to do is just sit and hide, bait them out. And that's it.
Absolutely.
Painless going down, putting it onto JT. The defenders taking round 4. Everything, unfortunately, dropping one by one. Timeout.
The Red Barons are going to use their timeout here. Definitely understandable, as they the Cougars have just won 3 rounds in a row when it has been match point for every single one of those rounds for the Red Barons. So they definitely need to make sure that they talk out the plan that they're going to do for this next round so that they can close it out.
Yeah, I don't think any of us want to see overtime games at this point, because I'm pretty sure I speak for all of us when I say we're tired.
Absolutely. But a close match indeed, a close series indeed, as each of these games have been back and forth, it seems, whether between kills or rounds. Definitely a very equally matched game with very high stakes as we conclude the timeout for the Red Barons and getting the operator select.
I hope that whatever they got sorted during that timeout phase actually pays off, because I know sometimes taking a timeout helps a lot, switches up your strategy, and you're able to capitalize on new things you didn't see before, and other times it can just convolute things and cost you around.
Absolutely.
As we see Cougars getting set up down in the vaults.
extraction phase.
Attackers are moving out. Locate the bomb and defuse it.
So we're moving in here. Watching Quibble run in. They've got to be wary because they know people like hide in the very back there to try and get early kill.
Definitely. We have seen the diffuser in the hands of JT in the last few rounds, but it could be in the hands of Whelmed for
Tank
the next round.
going down as the first pick on entry to be well.
And if he died there, that could have been devastating if the diffuser got downed and the Cougars would have been able to set up a crossfire on it. But he does manage to get the kill, saving the Red Barons a lot of trouble in this round.
Looking to clear out any and all roamers. Themselves safe. Then gets himself marked by an alibi Prisma. Hoping that doesn't come back to bite him. Like everyone's getting a nice little phone call
From that
by
Dokkaebi.
JT.
Looking to communicate on those calls. It's Rebel Mythic getting
Mythic
down.
going down, possibly by the alibi. Now the alibi taking damage. Gold is now down actually as Rebel Mythic goes back up, keeping it a 5v3. That is what you want to see.
Really well played so far by Whelmed. He's been finding these early kills that they need to find in order to have a better advantage.
Bomb located by attackers. Attackers dropped the diffuser.
As they swap the diffuser over.
Attackers recover the diffuser.
Gonna look to get on these bomb sites and get that planted. There is 30 seconds left on the clock.
Looks like they might get kills here, but
Whelmed tries to drop down the hack, but is going to get taken out by Paragon. Painless is also going to drop down.
gets hit by Paragon. Paragon going down.
JT finding two, making it 3v1.
They have
Craftman.
to go for the plant now, or else it's not going to work. As they're going plant, 2, 1. The plant goes down. The Echo trying to deny it does not work as it is a 1v3.
Craftman with a tall task here.
An entire map coming down to one person is not what you want to see.
Does down Quibble, is going to find
But
one.
it does go to a 2v1.
Gets baited out, the clone.
Somehow wall bangs JT.
Not exactly sure how he knew where JT was there, that seemed.
Yeah, that one was interesting. I'm not sure if that was a call out. Quite possibly not having enough time now. As the attackers win! Winning the map! That is what you want to see!
And the Cougars just couldn't get the defuse of the diffuser in time. And that is the Red Barons moving on to semi-finals.
The Red Barons absolutely clutching it in the last few seconds. Everything Craftman doing almost going to waste.
Absolutely. Well, thank you everyone for tuning in with us to watch this crazy series. It has been a journey and a half.
That is a fact. Thank you all for joining us.
Absolutely. And we will see you next week for semifinals.
Take care.